Welcome back to another episode of Let's Chat. It's a Thursday, guys. It's a Thursday. Thank God it's Thursday. Increase Thursday it is. Thank you for coming on. If you are new, if you are coming across the channel for the very first time, if you have recently subscribed to the channel, welcome. Thank you for seeing it fit to subscribing to my channel. I'm gonna ask as you join in, I'm gonna ask that you go ahead and share the live, like up the live. Sister Hyacinth, God bless you. The Lord bless you. So share the live, like up the live. Yes, man. Go ahead and share, introduce the channel to somebody. Let somebody come on in and let somebody be a part of our discussion. Sister Beverly, God bless you. Welcome everybody. I see Trudy, God bless you. Come on in, guys. It's a Thursday. Talk to me. Tell me what the weather like in your area. Sister City, welcome. Go ahead and share, everybody. Remember the first rule, when you join, you share the live and then you like the live, all right? So, Anish, welcome. I'm going to ask that you go ahead and share right now. Sorry for being a little bit late. Sometimes the internet goes in and out and it's man-made. A man-made something them bound to fail. So we just have to work with them. Yeah, man. We just have to try our best to work with them. All right, everybody. So I'm going to ask that you share. Go ahead and share. Let me do some quick shares also. Sunny in Montego Bay. Sunny in Clarendon. Well, on my side, it's sunny. All right. Look like this thing up too near to me. All right, let me pull this over a bit. All right. Wonderful. Let me turn me. Sun in Kingston also. All right, wonderful. Bless you, Karine. Welcome. The Lord bless you too, Beverly. May the Lord continue to bless you also. Come on in, everybody. So we do it on a Thursday. On Thursdays, we meet and we discuss interesting topics, that everybody can relate to. This morning, we have another interesting topic this morning. And I am sure you can see, look down below and you can see what the topic is this morning. Anake, welcome. Vanessa, welcome. Yes, man. Go ahead and share, guys. Go ahead and share. Remember, like up the live also. Look at me head top cut off. All right. Better. Portia, welcome. Hope your baby girl is doing much better. Alison Smith, welcome also. Welcome, everybody. Marshlyn, welcome. God bless you. Yeah, come on over, guys. Come on over. And I must say thanks. All right, yeah, man. God is still working on her. Portia, don't worry, God is still working on her. I must say thanks to those of you who have been supporting the channel. Yeah, man. Thank you. Those of you who have been supporting the channel, a big thank you to you. Thank you so much. Yes, man. There are some persons who they make it their point of duty to be here. You are here every week. Yeah, man. You are here every Thursday. You are here every Sunday. Most of the Sundays, most of the Thursdays. Those of you who try to support as best as you can. Thank you. The Lord bless you. May God continue to keep you. May God continue to strengthen you. Yes, man, because you know I cannot do this by myself. I cannot do it on my own. I need your support. I need your help. Yes, man, I need your encouraging words to help me on my journey. So thank you to those of you who once I am on, you are on. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it a lot. I don't take it lightly. I don't take it lightly. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thumbs up to you. Thumbs up to you. Yeah, man. Thumbs up to you. Peter Fran, you are here. God bless you. The Lord bless you. Yeah, man. The Lord bless you. Angela, God bless you. Yeah, man. I love you too. She said, we love you. I love you too. You guys don't even know how much I love you and I appreciate you. Yeah, man. You know, some persons, they take some things for granted. Yeah, man. I have learned from a child growing up to appreciate persons. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. Thank you, Portia. Portia says she's at work. Her hands are busy, but she is still on. And that's the important thing. You might can't interact, but you are still on. Yes, man. I don't take anything that anybody does for me. I don't take it for granted. Yeah, man. I have learned from a child growing up how to appreciate the good, how to appreciate persons. And if somebody has done something for me, yeah, man, even if it's not for me, for my children or any member of my family, yeah, man, I don't take it lightly and I learn to appreciate persons. So I appreciate each and every one of you. You didn't have to. Come on. There are so many things that you could be doing. Yes, man. There are so many things that you could be doing, but you take the time, you took the time, and you are here. Tanya Chin, God bless you, Marine. Yeah, man, and you are here, and I really appreciate you. No, you're not late. You're not late. Some persons love say they're late. As when we said 10:30, and if 10:35 and they don't come and they say they're late, you're not late, my sister. You are definitely not late. All right? You are not late. You're right on time. So this morning, and I'm not going to wait for those who are not here as yet. They will definitely get here in due time. So this morning, our topic is knowing when to let go, knowing when a relationship has ended. And oftentimes we speak of relationships and persons, most persons, what come to their mind is a sexual relationship, yeah, man, a relationship between a husband and a wife. That is what, Suzette, welcome. That is what comes to a lot of persons' mind. That's the first thing that comes to a lot of persons' mind when they hear about relationship. But we are not just only focusing on an intimate relationship, not just intimacy, but knowing when to let go, knowing when to let go, knowing when something has ended, knowing when a season has ended, knowing when a time has ended with a person, knowing when to let go of whether it be a friendship, whatever type of relationship. It doesn't have to be an intimate one, but just anyone. All right, Mikhail, God bless you. But just any kind of relationship. And some persons will say, well, I don't keep friends, so I don't, on that part, me not really have nobody if let go, no friendship if let go. Come on in, everybody. Those of you who are just joining, bless you, Brother Christopher. Those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. Come on in. Remember to share the live. Remember to like the live, all right? Remember to share, remember to like, all right? Share with somebody so somebody can come over and listen and be a part of the discussion. And I want you to interact with me this morning. Michaela, welcome. Julian, welcome. I want you to interact with me. I want you to use up the chat. Talk back to me. All right? So, as I said before, the topic this morning is knowing when to let go. Knowing when a relationship has ended. Not just an intimate one, yeah, but any type, whether it's a friendship, whether it's any kind of relationship. Any kind of relationship. You got to know when to let go. Some persons, that is where they find it hard. They cannot accept when something has ended, when a part of their life, has ended. When some persons are no longer in their life. A lot of persons, they find it so hard. Some persons have been a part of some company. Yes, man. Yes, man. Some persons have been a part of some company and some friendship that they believe that they would be a part of for their entire life. But sometimes along the way, going through life along the way, some persons, they outgrow each other. Some persons, they move on. And on another side, sometimes the Lord just have that person to be a part of your life just for a season. The person was not meant to be a part of your life forever or a big part of your life forever. The Lord would just have that person just to do a season in your life. And I have had so many experiences where persons have come into my life and they are just there for a short time. Bless you, Vanisha. They are just there for a short time. And then the Lord would say, all right, this is it. Some persons, they cannot deal with the fact that that company, that relationship is no longer in existence. Some persons find it hard to cope and to deal with the fact that that friend, that co-worker, that best friend is no longer a big part of their life. And that is where they find it hard. Because some persons, they see themselves being around some persons. They don't view life without a particular individual in it. Welcome, Sister Michelle. Welcome. They don't view life without a particular individual in it. They always make the plans. If they make the plans, they make their plans, and that person is always included in their plans. Any plan where they make in a life, that person is always included in their plans. But as human beings, as people, we got to understand that not everybody you come across, or not everybody that you take for a friend, a best friend, not everybody that you place in your life, that enters your life, not everybody that enters your life will be permanently a part of your life. And that is just the plain truth. That is just the reality. And everybody will be permanently a part of your life. And sometimes it's not a falling out between you and the person, but that sometimes that's just how life is. And we got to deal with it. Some persons are in your life for a season. Some persons are in your life for a reason. And then there are some persons who have been placed in your life to stay. You got to learn to differentiate. And even if you cannot differentiate, you got to learn to accept. Some persons, they mistake, they are confused. The three, they don't know who is there for a season. They don't know who is there for a reason. And they don't know who is there to stay. And if we should be honest with ourselves, a lot of us fall victim of that. Because sometimes the relationship just feels so right and it just go on so good. It feels like that person is there to stay. It look like that person is there to stay. And when you start to look, you can say, yeah, man, that person here, me know so that person here is in my life to stay. Nothing is going to separate us. Because sometimes the relationship are go on so good. But guess what? Sometimes it look that way to us and it feels that way to us because that is how we want it to be. But we got to learn to understand. If you confuse the seasonal people, bless you, Sister Byfield, Kerry, bless you. If you confuse the seasonal people with the reason, people that are there for a reason, and the one that are there to stay, if you confuse them and you place the persons that are in your life, the friendship that is just for a season, and you put it in the category for a lifetime, the bottom line is you got to learn to accept the truth. When it's time to let go, you got to let go. You see, if you have a friendship, the both of you and the person cannot maintain that friendship for that friendship to last. That friendship got to be meant to stay, meant to last. There can be nothing enough that you can do. Sometimes, as I said before, you don't have a falling out. You don't have a falling out and no vex, but guess what? Sometimes it's just the way it is. And you cannot change. You cannot change it and the person cannot change it. And you got to accept it. Because if you don't accept it, you are going to cause problem in your life and vice versa. So even though it is hard, because some people will say, boy, I don't want to be lonely. Some people will say, boy, I have to have a friend. Once I heard somebody say, I am living in another parish than the parish that I am originally from. So I got to have a lot of persons around me. So if something should happen, if for instance I should feel sick, I have somebody I can call to take to the hospital. Or if I should fall short and I don't have any money, I have somebody who I can call and borrow a loan from. Or if I should, and the person just start to fit in, categorize people for each and every area of our life. And that is not the way we should be thinking as children of God. Remember, we said that we serve a God who supplies all our needs. It is not for us to say, all right, me I go look. Me I make sure say me have a lot of friends. So when anything happen, me know who to run to when A. If me fall in a one A position. If me fall in a one B situation, me know who to run to. If me fall in a one C situation, me know who to run to. As children of God, we shouldn't think like that. You don't have to know anybody. You don't have to have a best friend. You don't have to be best friend with the person. You see, when you serve God and you believe and you trust Him, if you have a need, the Lord is going to put it into somebody's heart. You don't have to befriend them because of what the intention that you have to gain from the friendship. Because these days, that's how a lot of person do it. Unless they can gain something from the friendship, they not friend you. Unless they can benefit from the friendship, then they won't be your friend. But as children of God, it shouldn't be so with us. As children of God, we should learn to let go when God says let go. Move on when God says move on. And if God says stay, stay. Because a lot of times we cause problem on ourselves. A lot of times we are a part of this group, a part of some friends, a part of a company. And God has been telling you, let go, move on. This is it. But because you want it to be your way, you can't see the reason why you're supposed to let go. You are still holding on. Sometimes God has said, move out. I want it to myself. Sometimes God has said, come out, just like how in tell that, come out. Leave Sodom, leave Gomorrah. Just like how in tell Abraham, come out from among them, be separated. You don't know why, but you should know when it is God telling you, let go, you let go. Don't lean onto your own understanding. Sometimes the signs are evident. The signs are evident. God, He has been warning you. You are see the sign. Say that person is not somebody that is going to be beneficial to your spiritual growth. That there's a scripture that says, bad company corrupt good manners. Now, when you are around some type of company, I used to hear this saying, show me a friend, and me tell you who you are. You have some persons, they get saved. They have been a part of friendships and groups, and they get saved. Them have to come out of some of them company there. Them have to come out of some of them company there. They can still be a part of a certain group and a certain company because it's going to be detrimental to your spiritual growth. They say, show me your friend, me tell you who you are. So if you are par with thief, persons are going to automatically point finger at you and say you must be a thief too. Because if you weren't a thief, then you couldn't in a friendship with a thief. If you're par with liar, people are going to look at you and say you are a liar too. Sooner or later, the bad qualities are going to rub off on you. And if you walk with somebody spiritual, persons are going to automatically look on you and say, say, she's a spiritual person. If you keep company with people who can pray, sooner or later, you're going to become a prayer warrior as well. But some persons, they don't want to let go. And I believe it's not so much knowing when, I believe the issue is not wanting to. Because some people, they know the signs, them evident. The signs are evident. You have some persons, they have been hurt over and over and over and over by the same person or the same persons. And they still say them and forgive them over and over. And the forgiveness is not the problem, because we have to forgive as children of God. But it's to know when to let go, when to move on from that friendship. That friendship is not good for you. To move on from that relationship are the wrong choice. To move on from that company, that's not a good company for you. It's going to corrupt you. It's going to corrupt you. And if there were persons in your life, and God said, let go, move on. You should let go and move on. Don't hold on. Because sometimes a lot of who and what we hold on to. A lot of who and what we hold on to is not what or who we should be holding on to. Sometimes persons find it difficult to let go. Persons find it difficult to let go and move on because they don't know, because of the fear of what is ahead. What is ahead? And sometimes, you see, because you don't know what is ahead, that is where the enemy will come in. But if God removes somebody from your life, I can tell you this. If God remove you, from a place, God have a reason why he does it. And he removed that person to replace. Anytime God removes somebody from your life, anytime God say let go, and anytime God remove, God always removes and he replaces. He remove, he not just leave that empty void. Even if there is a void there, it's not forever. He always fills the void. He always put a replacement. So we just got to learn to trust God. We just got to learn to trust God. Sometimes somebody has been a part of your life for so long. And when that person is not there, because the person can be in your life, but the person is not that part of your life anymore. You feel like when you're in a room and there is no furniture, the room is empty. Yes, man, I am telling you, sometimes somebody can be a part of your life. The person has been a part of your life for so long. And when that person is no longer that part of your life, take note, you don't have a falling out. You're not enemies. You and the person still communicate. But that part of your life, that person is not there anymore. It feels like you're in a room and there are no furniture and it is empty. And until the echo is no longer there. When you're in an empty room and you talk, it echo. The echo is no longer there. The void has been filled. So the furniture, the room start to full up of furniture. Furniture start to come in. So you see the void take time ago. Whenever time God remove, just trust him. He always replace. And he's going to replace. The replacement will be somebody that is going to be beneficial to your growth spiritually, temporarily. Somebody that is going to help you along the way. The unknown is what put fears, or the unknown is what make it so difficult for people to let go. The unknown, not knowing after letting go what life is going to be like, not knowing after letting go of the relationship there. Oh, you're gonna cope. But believe me, you're gonna cope. Trust God. You're gonna cope. And if you cry, pray, and take comfort in the words of God, that even if Celia is no longer there, even if Sidi is no longer there, that friendship has ended, or if that friendship is no longer the way it was, take comfort in the words of God. He will never leave you, and he will never forsake you. And then there are some persons who weren't supposed to be a part of your life in the first place. There are some persons, and you can differentiate between the two. There are some persons who were never meant to be a part of your life in the first place. And the signs are evident that this person should not be in your life, that this friend is not good for you. This person is not gonna be a friend that is going to be, this friendship is not gonna be healthy. You know, I would have said in a Jamaican terms, it a go bring you down. Them a go bring you down. Those persons not meant to be a part of your life in the first place. But sometimes when the flesh sees and the flesh wants and the flesh desires, and because the spirit man is not being fed enough, then the flesh overcomes the spirit. And sometimes we know, say, look here, you know, say, at the wrong choice, I know the will of God. Sometimes we know about when, as I said, when we desire a thing. You see, when human desire a thing, unless you are feeding your spirit, and the spirit is strong and have the strength to subject the flesh, then the flesh is going to overcome the spirit. But we should learn to let go. And in letting go, you let God. When you let go, when God speaks and says let go and you let go, you let God. You are allowing God to lead the way. And the persons that are there for a reason, because I have experienced it. Well, sometimes you wonder, say, how me get to let in some people in my life? I don't know if any one of you have ever going through life, some persons come into your life, and when they are no more there, you say, how me did get to let in that person there in my life? Oh, we did get to happen. You not know, oh, it happen, but it happen. And you say, look like me did a walk with me eyes shut. You know, as Jamaicans, we said the little type of thing, say, I must see blind, me did blind. I must see in my sleep that happen. You don't know, but guess what? Sometimes I saw God allow things to happen. God will allow it to happen. God will allow some people to come in your life. But you yourself don't know how. Because I don't know, you don't know them, I don't know, you don't know their character, the type of person that person is. You know them characteristic, you know it. So them people, they carry a certain energy, but sometimes God will allow things to happen. Sometimes the Lord will allow persons to enter your life. And it because he knows what he's doing. So you see people them where a God allow them to enter your life. The people them where God allow to enter your life, where you are not like you don't know the type of persons that they are. You just have to let God, allow God to do what he's doing. So if God allow this person to enter my life, and I know the type of person that this person is, then God must have a plan. It has to be for a reason. God must up to something. Because he won't just allow somebody to enter my life that he knows is not good for me, and I know is not good for me. He must have a plan. Must have a plan. Sometimes God is taking you on a path, on a journey. Marcia said she was blind. It happened to the best of us. Sometimes God is taking you on a path, on a journey, higher heights. God will advance you in a ministry. And there are some persons that have been a part of your life for so long, and you just got to move on. Because guess what? You are on a different path. The path that you are on, are you and God. There's going to be a lot of distraction. So God knows that them are going to distract you from your purpose. The Lord knows that there are going to be distraction. So God will just end it. And you got to accept when it has ended. and just move on, just let go. You see the thing I get to learn? You see, whenever time, even the babies, look on a baby is born. After the baby, the process of growth starts. The baby start to put in teeth. For the baby, if you put in teeth, the baby are going to feel some pain. For the baby to grow, the baby is going to have to feel some pain, go through some painful seasons and some painful circumstances. Yes, man. And we can look. The teething process, even when them are teed, yeah, man, to move from one stage to another, it's going to be painful at times. It's going to be painful because you have to go lose something. And it sometimes, in losing some things, loss, it can be good, but it brings pain. So that's just the same way it is with a relationship. When God is advancing you, when God advances you, I lift you up to a higher level, sometimes it's going to be painful. Sometimes it's going to be painful. Because some people, you have to just say, boy, the book stop right here. It ends right here. That's it. They cannot go all the way with you. They can just go just a little part of your journey with you. They can't go all the way, and sometimes it's painful because you want them to stay. You want them to go all the way. But the Lord who knows our tomorrow, He know why He not allow them to go all the way. And you cannot carry them either. So when a relationship has ended, you have to just accept it. Because you cannot, offer your own, let that relationship survive. Sometimes for you to move forward or to move up, you got to lose yourself. You got to cut some ties. You have to let go some friendship. And not everybody, it doesn't necessarily mean say everybody where you have to let go, you know. They were bad for you. It don't mean say them bad and a good somebody them, as we would have said. It don't necessarily mean say everybody for you to continue on your journey. It means say, boy, them people are bad. No, it doesn't necessarily mean that. It means that God wants you to focus on Him. So then, sooner or later, you find yourself going through this season of isolation. And nobody don't like isolation, where it's you and God and nobody else. And sometimes because persons don't understand, you know what they will say? Peter Fran, they will say, "Him go like him better on people." And they don't know that you're on a journey. You're going through a process. God will process you. Sometimes because they don't understand, they will say, "Boy, too show off and selfish." And they don't understand. Pity them don't know, say, "I no show off and I no selfish." But that is the road and the path that you have to tread for God to take you where He wants you. He must be just, you got to go through isolation. You got to go through isolation where sometimes all the phone, you have to know when to let go. Some people, they are so in love with their phones. Some people, they have some bond with their phone, you see. Some persons, as who answer your question, Daniel. As who answer your question, all right? Some persons, they are so in love with their device, their phone. They have a bond with their phone. And sometimes it is even your phone. God has said, "Look here, let go and not stop you, stop use it. But you need to let go. It will take up all of your attention in the wrong way. It is taking too much of your attention in the wrong way. And the time that you should be spending with God, spend it with the phone. Some persons, they sleep with their phone. As they get up, the first thing they ask, where my phone? You have some persons, they are so emotionally attached to their phones. They are so emotionally connected to their phones. And sometimes it is even the phone God has said, look here, let go. You too attached to this thing. You need to let it go. It is some persons have made their phone. A lot of persons, their phones have become their idol. A lot of persons, their phones have become their idol and they don't even realize it. You got to learn to know. You got to learn to differentiate. Yeah, man. Am I putting too much attention in the one place? Is this thing taking up the 24 hour in a day? Look, is this thing taking up 22 hours out of my day? Is this thing taking up 20 hours out of my day? And if you can realize that this thing is taking up too much out of my day, because that is how even some friends, you have some friends, they will take up your time, they will waste your time. They will waste your time. Yes, Daniel, that's true. That is true. And that's why the Bible says we know if we forsake the tabernacle. That's why the Bible says so. The other day, my daughter, my youngest daughter, I heard her in a conversation with her friend where her friend was saying, they are just like 10 years old. And her friend was saying, I was calling and you didn't answer. And she was on the phone saying, I couldn't answer you because I was doing a favor for my mom. And her little friend was so upset with her and said, whenever time me call you, you must answer. And I had to step in and I said, no, that's not the way it works. And I had to explain to the little girl. I said, no, she's your friend. But she's not just only your friend. She's your friend because you see children, you see, when you see some little things start to develop inside of them, as young as they are, you got to get rid of it. Anytime you see some little things that develop inside of them, and they start to portray some little attitudes and some little action, you got to get rid of it. The saying say you have to bend the tree from the tree young. So I had to say, no, that's not the way it works. She's your friend, but she's not just your friend. She's my daughter. She has a sister. Yeah, and I was explaining to her, not every time when you call her, she's going to be available to answer. And when you call and you don't get her, don't question her and say, because let me tell you something, believers. You see, when you see those, they portraying those little behavior, and you leave it, it's gonna stay there and it's gonna germinate into a big tree. It's gonna germinate into a big tree. And a tree that is not a good tree. A tree that is not a good tree. So if you as a parent, and I'm saying this to say that, if you as a parent see this type of behavior, even in your children, you see this type of behavior, take note. You can give, you are supposed to give somebody a chance. But if you see that you give this person a chance, because sometimes, some persons, it's just who they are around, they don't know better. And you see, if you give the person a chance, if it is even a child, and you give the person a chance, and you see, say, no, it's the same thing, right then and there, you have to just shut it down. This is not going to be a healthy friendship. This is not going to be a healthy relationship. She's going to grow into an adult. And this is the type of adult that she's going to be. This is not healthy. It's not healthy. It's unhealthy. And just as the way some persons, they eat unhealthy things. And if every time you get up, you eat unhealthy things. Every day you get up, you eat unhealthy things. Burger. Every day you get up, KFC. Sooner or later, what do you think is going to happen to your body? What do you think is going to happen to your body? It's no different. If you hang around or stay around persons that are unhealthy to your growth, to your spiritual growth, sooner or later, what do you think is going to happen? You got to open up your eyes. Because sometimes I tell persons, if you see it in the Bible, God now go send angel come tell you everything. You read the word of God. Sometimes just the very feeling. You know that I come across persons. I have come across persons in my life. And from me and them come in contact, my spirit just get disturbed. My spirit just get disturbed. And yet my second time, my spirit is disturbed. Me no want that person around me the third time. Because the energy, something not right. And natural eyes you can take and you see, you got to know when to let go. Even your children, monitor them. Teach them when to let go. This is not good for you. Because if from they are young and you not teach them the reality of life, say if you're around this person is being possessive, this person is not good for you. This relationship is not good for you. This friendship is not good for you. So we got to even pass it on to our children as young as they are. People are going to enter your life, Michelle. People are going to enter your life. And it doesn't matter how you feel about them. And God, if God said, let go that person, you just have to go end it. You have to go put your feelings aside, your emotions aside. God knows best. And if he has been showing you the signs and talking to you, showing you, giving you dreams, sometimes, oh God, speak to us. Sometimes you don't know where the sleep come from by you. And you just feel one sleep. One sharp sleep just come down by you. God want to put you to sleep. God has put you to sleep because he want to show you something. He might reveal something to you. Sometimes it's a song you come across. And then the song just start to minister to you. And it take you on a spiritual path. Sometimes you come across a video and you don't know what hook you to a video, what connect you. But there is a connection and you just have to listen. God make you come across it for a reason. God use this. God speak to us through dreams. He speak to us through so many different channels. And sometimes you can't see the thing if God allow you temporarily. God will show you temporarily, you're not take it. He must show you spiritually, you're not take it. Then let me tell you something. The enemy are going to destroy you. Because if God has said, let go, and you have said, no, me, I hold on. Sometimes we try to create in our mind who the person is. Sometimes, We are trying to change people. We cannot change anybody. We don't have the power there. It is not up to us. We don't have the power to change people. I see somebody ask a question. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's Daniel. Daniel asks a question. Let me see if I can find it. All right, let me see if I can find it on this device. Daniel asks a question that he says, does forgiveness means that you have to befriend? I think it's befriend the person. Or does forgiveness mean you got to talk to the person? Let me tell you what, forgiveness does not mean say any person after in a company or friendship. Forgiveness means that you don't have the person in your heart. That is what forgiveness means. Somebody hurt you, you forgive them, you move on. I forgive you does not mean that I have to be in a friendship with you. I forgive you does not mean that I have to be in a relationship with you. I am going on my way. I'm going about my business and I see you. You have offended me. And I see you. I'm going to say, how did you? God bless you. Greet you. And I am on my way. I see where he made a comment that says, church people say, if you not talk to them, once you forgive them, you will talk to them. There is a difference between, I don't know, some persons see it, but there's a difference between, not everybody is going to be your friend, you know. And there's a difference between not wanting to be friends with a person and you don't have that person in your heart. It's a big difference. So because I don't want to be your friend, I don't want you in my space, I don't want you in my house. I don't want to communicate with you where you are calling me and me I call you. It don't mean that I don't forgive you. It means that you have offended me. I have forgiven you. I have learned. I have grown. I have matured. And I move on. I don't have you in my heart. You don't hold up no space in my heart. That's what it means. And not everybody is going to be your friend. And you are not going to be everybody's friend. And there are just some people, even family members. You love them, but you have to just love them from a distance. And that's just it is. Some persons, you're not vexed with them. You don't have them up. You don't hold a grudge against them. But hello, how did you? God bless you from a distance. And I am on my way. Truly say, what if I forgive that person? They come to help you, come to you for help. And you said, no, does it mean you have to forgive that person wholeheartedly? Forgiveness, the first place forgiveness takes place is in the heart, truly. And that's why forgiveness is not something we just overnight. I tell persons, forgiveness are not just like this, because there are some persons who hurt you real bad. And you cannot just forgive them. They hurt you. No, tell me no. Somebody tell a lie on you. Somebody tell a lie on you. The Lord knows it's a lie. You know it's a lie. And the lie that the person told on you, it costs you dearly. It costs you your job. Not only that, but you got locked up. Your name gone in a record. That is not just something where you go just say, all right, me a Christian, you know, then tell a lie, God say me if you forgive, Me I go forgive the person. No. Forgiveness is a process. Forgiveness is not by force. Forgiveness is not by force. And forgiveness, the first place it takes place is in the heart. In the heart. And you see, once you have forgiven the person in your heart, then your action is going to say it. So if somebody has hurt you and you forgive the person, listen to me carefully. You have forgiven the person. The person comes to you for help. And you can be of help. You can be of assistance. What you do is assist with wisdom. Be of help with wisdom. So not because me help you now, you are going to make sure you set the record, not before you do it, Because you have some persons, they hurt you. And because they know, say, yeah, try to make heaven your home. They expect you to just forgive them, then come to you to help them. And because you help them, they misinterpret the help and say, oh, so she helped me. That means that we are friends. No. You help, be of assistance with wisdom. So yes, when you help the person, you watch the person attitude. If you see say the person I try to run up back in you, and when me say run up back, I mean say the person mistake and I go do like, you are my friend now. You are my friend now. And everything. You set the record straight, say, listen. That's why I see as for me, I hit the nail on the head. Listen, I am not your friend. I don't hold a grudge against you. I don't hold a grudge against you. You were in need. You needed assistance. And as a child of God, and I am trying to be obedient to the word of God, I had to help you. But don't mistake, don't confuse it. I am not your friend. That will never happen. Don't mistake me helping you. That we are friends now, we are all chummy. And that when I say help with understanding, you got to, and that's why you have to discern in the spirit. You got to discern too. Because you have some people that are going to come ask you for help. Just to try to fall back. Come back in for build a friendship. That's how some persons do it, Michelle. They don't want no help, but because they have a motive. And you see, that's rather worse. That is rather worse. When you see now they hurt you, and them a come now contrive for play you. Them a come with their little deceptive spirit. Try to come in back, so them pretend as if they want your help. Knowing say they don't really want your help. But if it is a case where the person really is in need of help them. But make sure you set the record straight. Make sure you do it with wisdom. Make sure you do it with wisdom. Because a leopard never changes spot. And unless somebody is transformed, unless God transform a person, there can be no transformation possible. Unless a God transform that person's heart, there can be no transformation possible. Sometimes, you see, exactly. Delilah was so friendly to Samson, but he was plotting his demise. And that's why the Bible said the arms of flesh will fail you. That's why it said flesh will fail you. Dare not trust your own. Dare not trust your own. And there's a saying that says, anyway, water walk one time, it will walk there again. And it doesn't necessarily mean that people cannot change. I'm not saying this to say that people cannot change, but only God no more can change a person. That's why I say, unless God transform a person's heart, there can be no transformation possible. Now, let's look at a tree. When a tree shed its leaf, don't it bears new one. When a tree sheds its leaf, don't new one bears afterward. So sometimes you have to look at it this way. The Lord want to bless you. The Lord want to bless you because unless that tree shed the leaf them that is presently on the tree, new ones cannot be birthed. So sometimes God want to bless us. God wants to bless us. But sometimes he must be empty we out so that he can fill us up. So there are some persons that are presently in your life. You are presently in some friendship, some relationship around some people. The Lord cannot bless you when there are some persons who take some place in your life that they don't belong there. There are some persons that God have to empty out of your life before he can fill you up. There are some persons that God got to remove out of your life before he can bless you for different reasons. Some persons, the Lord know that if he bless you in some territory, around some people, living in some household, being in some friendship, there are some things that will possibly happen. Either they will drain you, either they will try to stop you, either they will try to be of hindrance to your blessing. Are so many things. There are so many reasons why God choose not to bless us around some persons. He choose not to fill us up unless he empty out some people out of our life. But when God is doing this, some persons, because they don't understand, they try to hold on to what God is removing. Now, if God is removing something or someone out of your life, and you are holding on to what God is removing, you're trying to hold on to what God is removing, then you're going to find yourself in trouble. You're going to find yourself in trouble. A lot of times, you're a part of some friendship, some relationship, and it has come to an end. Most times, persons don't think, say, I wonder if God have put an end to this friendship. Some people see it rare. What persons tend to do is to lean to their own understanding instead of consulting God and say, God, are you the one that is putting an end to this friendship? God, I wonder if you mash up this. God, I wonder if you make this thing not work. What most persons do, take it up on their head instead of consult God. You're not sure, then find out from God. Say, God, show me a sign. Say, God, reveal something to me. Instead of doing this, they start to run. Take it up on their head. They call Tom over that side. Tom, Dick tell you if me do him anything. They call Jerry. Jerry, Pink Panther tell you if me do her anything. And that is how most times we operate. We start to try to find out. I wonder when me do the person. I wonder how what make a person not take me. Instead of going to God and say, God, is this you're doing? Is this you're doing? They take it up on themselves and they are trying to see if they can fix something that God has interrupted. Fix something that God has broken. And some persons find it hard. They not think that are the last thing them are going to think. Unless one prophet come to them and say, you see that friendship, the Lord said to tell you that it is bad for you. Unless one prophetess come and say, you see that friendship, the Lord said to tell you, come out of it. That is only when some people will believe, and there are some people, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing because they see themselves, they see it impossible to live without a specific individual in their life. Sometimes, if you just say, God, go to God sincerely and say, God, is this your doing? Is this your doing? Just by asking God, He sends, you start to feel a peace within your soul. He sends you a peace in your soul just by asking God. And you see, one time you ask God and you feel that peace, that present there. Yeah, man, that it is well present there. You can say, Lord, you know, say, I do this. And I'm going to trust you. Yeah, man. Sometimes just talk to God. That is all He wants you to do. Ask Him, consult Him. No lean it to your own understanding, because you and I don't know what is best for us. You don't know what is best for us. And remember, only the love of God is unconditional. The love of man is conditional. It comes and it goes, but the love of God, it is forever. So at least take comfort in that. Man's love is conditional. And when you try to hold on to things where God has said, you know, you have some little kids, and when they hold on to something, so you have some little kids, they hold on this rag, and you say, let it go. And they hold on tighter. And you start to say, let it go, let go of it. They hold on tighter. That's how some persons are, some adults are. The more they see the sign for let go, and the more they try to hold on. The more the word comes, say, let go, and the more they try to hold on. And that is why sometimes it might sound harsh. Sometimes it might sound harsh, but sometimes when I hear of persons who are in abusive relationships, it might seem like I am harsh. I cannot understand why they stay. Because if somebody is abusing you, it means that they don't love you. And some people will say, I know they don't know if you love. If they even don't know if you love, they don't love you, because from the person don't know how to do the thing, it means that the person cannot do it. That is a sign. Let go. If you are a Christian, and you see the God that we serve, God is not a God of confusion. If you are a Christian and you are married, it doesn't matter how much the church is going to say, look here, until death do part. The Bible says until death do part. God does not allow you to take those vows until death do us part. It doesn't mean that when I was taking the vows, when you were taking the vow, when God ordained those vows, the Lord never ordained them for you take me out of this life, or for me take you out of this life. And it simply means that if that is happening, that man was not God's choice for you. That woman was not God's choice. And you go take somebody that God didn't give to you. Now, if you're in an abusive relationship and you get box and kick and thump, what is there to hold on to? You just hang on until you blow the last breath. Sometimes the flag them did it. See flag them just say, you can't see me. You know, see me a flag. And then still, what are you holding on to? They say, pastor say. He vow them. Pastor say, what? Pastor get a lick? A pastor life a cut short? Pastor say, what? Pastor no box them? How they at? The thump them we are getting in your jawbone. The God that we serve is not a God of confusion. It simply means that you take somebody that was not given to you. It means that you took somebody. You take one man and I try to make him your husband. Or you take one wife and I try to make her your wife. God will not give you somebody when you say, I go destroy you. That is not the God that I serve. God will not give you a husband when you say, I go beat out your life. That is not the God that we serve. God no work that way. And it simply means that if you're in a relationship and every day the person take you for beating stick, it means say it is not of God. And what are you waiting on? Nobody not supposed to tell you say let go where you hold on pan and say you lovely. Some person, I see somebody in the chat say evangelist they lovely. Must be. It's either the person lovely or the person up here so now work so good. It must be that. No sign that I tell you say Lego. That is a sign I tell you say Lego where you hold on pan. This is not for you. You go to the store, you see, Michelle, and that is why we have so many divorces today, because persons did not wait on God. Some of them, they ask God and they don't wait for the answer. And some of them, they ask, and when they get the answer, they say, no, I know it I answer, and turn the answer for them way. If you go to a store to buy a shoes, and when you fit the shoes, so by looking at the shoes, you will know if I know your size. And I am sure the ladies, the gentlemen, just looking on some shoes, you know that that's not my size. You see, say I can't fit you. Now, if you still go take up the shoes where you know say I know for your size and go take it, put it on, you know say it a go burn you. Now, say for instance, you went to the store, you tried the shoes. It felt, because sometimes you will try it, and it fit. But by the time you reach home, and you wear it one time, you say, no, sir, the shoes here, me now go manage, It's too tight, it's too close. Are you still gonna continue to wear that shoes? Tell me. Are you still gonna continue to wear that shoes? If you still continue to wear that shoes, then either you don't want your foot, either something wrong with your mental, because from you go continue to wear one shoes where not your size. You don't want your foot, because sooner or later, what is going to happen to your foot? Wearing that shoes over and over again, or something happened to your mental. Something got to be wrong. From the thing I know for you, I just know for you. Let it go. From it is not yours, it is not yours. Sharika says, some say if they don't beat, they are not man enough. Okay, I don't want to know those man enough. Yeah, man. Sharika says, some say if they don't beat you, then they are not man enough. Well, the persons who say that, they don't have sense enough. Yeah, man. The persons, and sometimes they don't want no prophet Bernice to tell them nothing. Sometimes they don't want no prophet to tell them nothing. They don't want no prophet to tell them nothing, because a lot of these prophets are people turn them in a prophet. Has somebody tell them something and they can't sanction say a true, then say, oh, a prophet. Look at Paul and Silas. Paul and Silas had such a good relationship. You know that it came to a point in their life where the relationship came to an end. It came to a point. So you have the persons who say, I'm a friend from high school days. It doesn't matter how long the person was your friend from school days, from basic school days, from primary school days, whatever school days. Growing up, and if the Lord said this is where this friendship ends, this is where it ends. It will not go any further. Even if you try to force it, it's still not going to go no further anyway. Because only God can sustain things. And unless God sustain it, Unless the Lord sustain it, it's not going to endure. And I believe one of the problems that some persons have, they are trying to change. They are trying to change people and trying to make people into what they want them to be. Somebody say I was allowing my kids' sake to hold me back. And that is where, as Marcy and put that comment in the chat, look here, you see, when you think like that, you're not thinking straight. Because I have come across a lot of females who say, me just stay because, I'm a kids, you're not thinking straight. That cannot be healthy for your children. That relationship cannot be healthy for you, neither your children. Children live what they learn. Now look at it. You are saying that you're staying because your children are not going to be children forever. They are not going to be little babies forever. They're not going to be 12 forever. They are going to grow up eventually. And when you stay because of your children, the damage that you're doing to your children, the long-term effect that a relationship is going to have on your children. You are setting up your children to become abusers when they become adults, because they might learn that and they must see that. To them, it is acceptable. So first, it will start off, them are going to start, when they go to school, they start to beat up other people's children. Because I see it happening in my house, and mommy is okay with it. Daddy does it, and mommy is okay with it. So they start to go to school, beat on other people's children. Not only that, but they grow up to be men and women who either they become abusers or they're going to be victim of abuse. Either. So anyway you take it, it's not, if there is a sister or a female way I say it, it's not healthy for you, neither your children. Mentally, it's going to affect them. Emotionally, it's going to affect them. And every alley, it's going to affect them. Because you might be undergoing verbal abuse and you might not see it as anything. Because some people will say, he no lick me, but he cuss me. Abuse is abuse. And sometimes the verbal, it is even deeper than the physical. Because there are some words, look here, so when words are spoken, then can't take back. It doesn't matter how the person say, oh, I'm sorry. The word was already spoken. And there are some words, when you release them to people, look here, it cuts deeper than if you did just give them one right hand, than if you did just box them, than if you did just thump them. The memories, it's right there in your mind coming back. You can't get over, because Paul said, you are such a person. You can't get over it. And somebody might be saying, then at that you have to worry yourself over. So I saw him stay, because sometimes you're around some people who say, I saw him stay, I saw Mantan. I saw them stay. No, never you accept that. Never you accept that. You see, when you stand up for nothing, you fall for anything. And if you start to accept persons belittling you, then look here. Sooner or later, that is who you are going to become. I stayed because I said I need a family. My son have to stay. All right. Have to say to me, you don't see that the boy no want. Oh my God. All right, so I'm looking at Trudy's comments. Trudy said she stayed because she said she needed a family. But there is a difference between a need and having. You are saying that you need a family, but the bottom line is you don't have a family. Because living with a man and every day and get up, he might beat you up. That's not a family. So you need one, but you still don't have one. When persons, let me tell you something. There is a difference between infatuation and love. Take note. You see, infatuation, it will mimic love. And when you look on what love is, and look on what infatuation is, you see, if you not depend on God, you will confuse between the two. Because the thing why infatuation is so dangerous, it mimics the characteristic of love. That's what makes it so dangerous. And when you finally realize, say, I never love. Say I did infatuation. Some persons are so deep in, have done so many years, and they find it hard. Because some people say, look here, my best years of my life, At 10 years, me do years, At 5 years, and they find it hard to let go. And I would say to person, you see, before we get to this, that's why I go seek God. And wait on God. Seek God and wait on God. Somebody say, what about the kids? I am not sure if Bernice is asking me the question or Bernice is addressing Trudy. I'm not sure. But if the question, Bernice, if you are posing that to me, saying, what about the kids? Because I'm saying that, what about the kids? No child or children should be exposed to certain behavior. No child or children, if they did have the choice to choose and if they had the adult knowledge and know what is best for them, they would tell you, say, no, I don't want to be in this house. I don't want to be a part of this family. And children now are different from when I was growing up as a child. Because when I was growing up as a child, some things me not say, some things I couldn't say either. But now, children, they speak. Children, they speak. They are not afraid to speak their minds. Listen, if you look on through the comment, you see where she said, she a go stay for the children's sake. And her son tell her, say, she said the boy don't want you. Look on that. Look on that. No wonder the Bible say a little child shall lead them. And not only something, Look on that. As a child, he can't say that to his mother. Say the boy don't want you. Yeah? So right then and there, that must have opened through his eyes. It must open through the eye. Because now I am staying for the children. And then now my son, I go say to me, say, she said, look, right there, so all respect. You see, when you allow certain things, your children will lose respect for you. I have come across persons where they say they have up them parents, they have up mommy, and they have up daddy, because mommy allows certain things to happen. Mommy stand up, mommy no stand up for herself. And they have up daddy. Instead, and when children grow up with so much anger, it's not good for them. A child should never have to grow up with so much anger and carry all of these baggage. Some of them, they keep it inside of them and they don't know how to release it. And then you find some of them, that is why they turn to drugs, because very rare, they turn to God, That's how some of them turn to drugs. That's why some of them gone in a some company. That's why some of them gone in a some all kind of different things. And if you should look what Trudy said in the chat. She said, and that's his father. She said, and that's his father. So right then and there, so I respect him lose for daddy. And if Trudy no get up, if Trudy never get up, him lose respect for her too. He would lose respect for her too. So a lot of times, adults will be saying, ladies will be saying that they staying because of X and because of Y, not looking on the effect or the effect that it is having on X or Y. I see where Daniel said, Minister Celia, divorce and separation. Let me go to that. Divorce and separation affects children emotionally. Some parents fight over the children, whether they should stay with the father or the mother. And Daniel, that is why I say to prevent all of this, before you get into marriage, consult God. Before you get into marriage, to prevent the divorce and the separation, consult God. Wait on God. Wait on God. To prevent the divorce and to prevent the separation. Because anywhere you take it, somebody is going to get hurt. Anywhere you take it, somebody is not going to be pleased. Especially if there are children involved. There's going to be long-term effect. So for all of this to be prevented, that is the only way, because God will never tell you, say, this is yours, and then you have to go divorce. No. No. That is not the God that we serve. So if we prevent all of the divorce and the separation, consult God. Seek him about. And that is why we have so many divorces. Because people just see people, and because of physical attraction, then just take them and make them, are trying to make them their wife, or trying to make them their husbands. Because of physical attraction. So for all of this to be prevented, consult God. But if it is a case where you did not consult God, if it is a case, I agree, the children are the most vulnerable. And because they are children, because they don't understand all of what is happening, and if it is a case where you have already take it upon yourself and make the decision, you didn't consult God, and you've seen all the red flags, the signs are evident that this has end, a time for you to let go. You need to let go. You need to let go, because that cannot be healthy for you. That cannot be healthy for your children. You have to just let go. And it's not just with intimate relationship, but it's with a friendship. Let go. If the person is becoming possessive, because if you're in an intimate relationship with somebody, if you know, say no, sir, that friendship you're not healthy. They always want to have you to themselves. They always want to be around you. They always just want to be wherever you are. That is not healthy. And sometimes you just have to look and say, no, that's not it. And on the other hand, there are some relationships where God has just tell you, say, look here, let go. This person was not meant to be in your life. This person was not meant to go with you all the way. This person was there for a season. And the season with you and this person has ended. And you need to accept that the season has ended. Some of them is for a reason. And at any time you see the reason that the Lord has put the person in your life for, anytime you see that manifest, and God say let go, then you need to let go. And then you have the ones that are there for a lifetime. Good and bad, ups and down. And the Lord knows why and keep them people in your life. He knows why he has kept those persons in your life. Suzette said, was staying because of my stepdaughter, but not. I have to accept it and choose me and let go. That's right. And when you let go, you let God. That's why I always tell persons, when you let go, you let God. So you say, God, me I let go. I am letting go of what I have been holding on to so dearly. And I am letting you. I am letting you in, and I am letting you, I am allowing you to direct me, and I am allowing you to give me what is best for me. Daniel say, I hear some ladies say they stay with the man because he is the breadwinner of the home, but I believe God will provide. That's never a good reason. There is never a reason good enough. Never a reason good enough to stay in a relationship that will take your life. There can never be a reason good enough. You know, say one of the day, all right, see, it's a regular thing, and it sounds like we are discussed two topic. Are we strained, but we're not strained. But the topic is broad. So we have to expand how persons are relating to it. You know that some persons take it as a habit to box down them spouse. And you know that one of the day, he can swing you on box. And he catch you at the wrong spot. Let's look at the ear temple right here. The ear temple. Very dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous, spot right here. And it can happen that he can catch you at the wrong place, And you don't survive, You can lose your eye, You can lose your eye. There are so many things that can happen. So if every day now you take it as a habit, we just box you down. And China not need always box me down. Me stay with him because I'm my breadwinner. Is that, look here, are you going to be around to eat any more bread? Are you going to be around to eat any more rice and peas and chicken? Wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be better that you trust God and you take for yourself? And you can be around for your children and your children. And even be around to see what God, the plans that God have for you. Because the Bible speaks of untimely death, premature death, It is truth, where persons can go before their time, A person can go before their time. Wouldn't it be better that you left? And maybe you don't have it hard. Couple nights you are hungry. Left and you trust God, and you would see the plans that the Lord have for you. Instead of try to provide for yourself. Because I go try now to provide stability. When there is no stability there, so. Because some persons, as Daniel say, they say, boy, at least me not hungry. At least you're not hungry. But guess what? Your body having a lot of things in there when you're supposed to in there. So at least you might not hungry. But you're in a pain. You might not hungry. But you know the long-term effect where all of them abuse they lit there. I go give you. You're not hungry. At least you're not hungry. But look on the emotional trauma. Look what you're putting your body through. Look what, at least not for yourself, look what you have put your kids through. At least you're not hungry. But are you satisfied with yourself? Are you pleased with yourself? That you are somebody's daughter. And you sit and you allow yourself to be what you have allowed yourself to become. So some persons might look on it and say, boy, at least me not hungry. But as for me, it would be better I was hungry. I know that there is hope in Jesus than to go through some things. As I said, we should know when to let go. Accept when the relationship has ended. Trudy say, oh my God, she get backs, a few days her ears a ring. A ring like church bell. Know when God is saying, let go. And sometimes not even God too, I tell you, let go. Because if God didn't give you the thing, God now go tell you, so let go of it. You know when to let go. If God didn't give it to you, God will not go tell you, say, let it go. He didn't give you. So you make the choice to go take this up here, then the choice is yours. You need to know when to let go and say, this is it. This part of my life is over. This part of my life is no more. And if a God remove, then he removes to replace. If God is emptying, he's emptying to refill. The Lord bless you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time out to sit and to discuss with me. Remember, if you have not yet liked the live, I want you to go ahead and like up the live. Share the channel with somebody. Yes, man, for those of you who have recently subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Yes, man, thank you for the support. I go live every Thursdays, 10:30 a.m. and every Sundays at 4 p.m. So join me this Sunday. Come on over, be blessed by a word. And you know, let me tell you something. You see, in this journey called life, before I go, in this journey called life, each one teach one. And it's a learning process. None of us will always make the right decision. None of us will always make the right decision. But guess what? You see, when you realize that you have made the wrong decision, when you realize that this was the wrong choice, this was the wrong decision, I should not have made this decision, don't allow pride. Don't allow pride. The Bible says pride comes before a fall. Pride comes before destruction. Don't allow pride to let you stay. Don't allow pride to let you hold on. Because they say two wrong no make a right. So if you can realize that you have made the wrong decision, and I should not have made this decision, I shouldn't walk that path, I shouldn't have made that step. When you realize that the decision was wrong, don't allow pride to let you try to make a wrong decision into a right decision. Two wrongs does not make a right. So you make the wrong decision. Don't continue hustling. Make the wrong decision by saying, all right, me I go try patch it up and hold on. Anything the Lord did not ordain will not be maintained by God. And that's just it. So if you know that you have made a step that you shouldn't have made, and you are seeing the signs You see the red flags, say let go. Just humble yourself. Just if you have to bite your lip, and I'm not gonna tell nobody if you hang down them head. You don't have to be ashamed. All of us are humans. And that is how it goes. You see, once you did not ask God, you did not ask the Lord, you didn't ask of Him, and you went ahead and you chose for yourself. That's how it goes. You learn from your mistake. Don't continue in the mistake. All right, Michelle, take this number, 876-774-2469. That's the number. Don't continue with the mistake. Because anything patch up, it's just a matter of time before it bursts out back. Nothing will patch, it no last anyway. So just say, all right, I shouldn't have. Now I see that it was the wrong choice. Go to God and say, God, forgive me. Go to Him, say, Lord, forgive me. Say, Lord, I want to make a fresh start. Say, Lord, my life is in your hand. Say, Lord, I am letting go and I am allowing you to lead as of from today. The Lord bless you, everybody. May God continue to keep you. May God continue to strengthen you. As I said before, thank you for the continuous support. Thank you for the love that you have shown me. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Nathaniel Smith, bless you. So we are seeing more men. So I'm seeing Charlton, I'm seeing Daniel, Nathaniel, and Christopher is always there. Who else missing? I'm seeing more men today. All right. I open a female, I use them devices there under male name. I hope all of those names that I have called, I hope those male names are males indeed that are tuning in and are listening. Michael is always there also. Yes, man. The Lord bless you, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out to discuss with me. We will meet here next week, Thursday, same time, same place. Another episode of Let's Chat where we will have another interesting, interacting topic to discuss. All right, everybody. Join me Sunday, 4 p.m. right here on YouTube. Come on over and be blessed by a word. If you have never tuned in any one of the Sunday afternoon, come on over. Kerry, God bless you. I love you. Come on over and be blessed by a word. Yes, man. Be blessed by a word. You can also go over TikTok. Follow me over TikTok. The name I go by on TikTok is Fruitful Celia. So Charlton say he's a male. All right. Big up yourself. Fruitful Celia. Go over there and follow the page. I go live on TikTok every Mondays, 10:30 a.m. Deliverance fast. Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. and Fridays, 10:30 a.m. So join me tomorrow morning, yeah man, over TikTok, 10:30 a.m. Come on over and help me celebrate Jesus. Amen, everybody. The Lord bless you. I love you with the love of Christ. Remember, guys, in everything you do, put God first. And when you put God first, when you put Him first, it shall be well. I love you. I love you. I love you, Trudy. Trudy, I really, really respect you. Trudy said she's no longer into that relationship. You're one of the few women who can see, yeah man, and you chose, say no, this is not the way I want to live. And I wish a lot of females would open their eyes, yes man, and see that nothing like that is healthy for them. Suzette, I love you. God bless you, everybody. Remember the Easter drive. We have how much? We have a few more days. We have a little bit more time to go. All right? A little bit more time to go. Tanya. I responded, Tanya. I responded from the same time. You didn't see it? Yeah, man, I responded on Instagram. Have a blessed day. Charlton, God bless you. Have a blessed day, everybody. Until I see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Shalom, shalom.